Sorry, that was kind of stupid, but I couldn't think of any other thing to do to say hello. Forgive me. Well, this is a rather short video. We're also getting picked up in an hour to go to the airport, but I wanted to get that done before because it's a really cool DIY solution that I want to share with you today. It has to do with the tripod that you see here in the back and this tape. What it is, it's basically just a DIY tripod leg wrap solution, which costs you not more than 10 euros. And I'm going to do that actually and show you how it works, so you can copy if you like. The reason that I did that is because I needed something to camouflage this tripod. I bought that recently, and I usually camouflage all my tripods, at least the top part of the legs, because this has to be flexible, of course. I have to be able to open this here and extend it, but the top part I always camouflage. My last one, I only used this kind of tape, and this is a very sticky tape which doesn't actually stick on the surface, it just sticks on itself, but it works really well. It's camouflage, as you can see. You get this in all different kinds of patterns and colors and whatever you need. So I'm going to do this then, and this time I will actually also use this thing here. This is a pipe isolation out of foam to create a bit more, some more padding on the actual tripod, and it's not just the tape, it's more padded and more comfortable to carry it if you have it on your shoulder, for example. So that's what I'm going to do today. What you need, you actually only need a couple of things. Number one, tape. So this is, you've seen it now, tape in a rather dark pattern. I chose that because that is probably the most versatile when I look at the locations that I go to. You obviously get that in a white color if you shoot in the snow a lot, or in greenish colors if you go to places where you have a lot of grassland, for example. So you can look around and just find the right color pattern for you that works best. Then you need some other tape. This is just a basic tape, coincidentally also in a camouflage pattern. That can also be in, I don't know, any other subtle color. Earthy tones work well. That doesn't matter. Then you need something to measure, because I have to cut that pipe isolation, and you need something to cut, a knife or blade or whatever you have lying around, and of course you need your tripod, and that's about it. So really simple, and as I mentioned earlier on, that I haven't paid more than 10 euros for it, so really cheap solution compared to what you see on the market. If you look, you'll find products for 40, 50, 60, 70 euros, and I just find that way too expensive. So I thought of that solution. Personally, I don't mind spending money on essentials, just like a good tripod, for example, or obviously good camera, good lens, camera bag, and all of these things. But when it comes to let's call it nice to have things, such as this, then why not experiment a bit and do it yourself? So that's what we're going to do today, and let's get started. So first, you want to measure the leg size of the top part here. So you need something to measure. You just check how long it is, 22.5 centimeters, and you just give it maybe half a centimeter at the top and at the bottom space, so that it's not sitting too tight here. So let's just deduct 1 centimeter, 21.5, and that's what we're going to cut out now. From the pipe isolation, obviously times 3 for one leg, for each leg, and let's do this. Right, now got all the legs. Unfortunately, I forgot to mention 2 things right here in the video. The first one is that I took off a bit of foam on both ends to make the edges softer. That will make it easier to achieve a tight wrap around the leg with the tape later on. And I also added a layer of this tape onto the tripod leg itself before I attached the foam for some extra grip. With that being said, back to the video. The right size, and now we can start to wrap them with this tape. What's important here is that you start from the bottom to the top. Reason being, if you do it from the top to the bottom and then you hold your tripod over your shoulder or just like that, over time with your hand you will, when the tape is sitting here, it will overlap, and when it's from the top to the bottom with your hand, you will, after a while, you will take it off, because if you do it from the bottom to the top, you basically you're hiding this overlapping part. So I hope you know what I mean, but it becomes clearer later on. Anyway, just make sure tape that from the bottom to the top, and obviously make it rather tight around it. Cool, that's out of the way, and now we use this tape to finish it off, to then go in at the top, at the bottom on each leg, and make it really tight and attach it properly to the leg itself. There you go, that's it. That's our DIY under 10 euro tripod leg wrap. Got the padding, so if you carry the tripod on the shoulder for a while or for long times, it's really good because it's not really sore. And you've got a bit of camouflage, which is always good. Especially in winter, you've got warm hands. Well, not warm hands, but they don't get cold when you touch your tripod, because they usually get really cold if you don't have gloves. You also don't freeze your hands. And it's just an overall quick, easy and cheap alternative to all those products on the market if you're looking to camouflage your tripod a bit more. As I said in the beginning, you can use different colors, different patterns, depending on what you need for this, and just play around and make it look good. So that's it. I hope you liked this little video. If you did, as always, a thumbs up I would appreciate, to make this channel grow slowly but surely. Share this with your friends, photographer friends if you like, that would be appreciated. Subscribe if you want to see more of these little hacks in the future, and I have to go now. Taxi's waiting. See you soon. Bye bye.